first video, so I'm going to be filming a makeup tutorial with just my daily makeup. So without further ado, the first thing that I always do is sunscreen, and I use a La Roche-Posay. You always want to make sure that you're using enough. Oh, mine's almost empty. It's not that much. The rule of thumb is that you should use 3 fingers worth, but most of the time I just tip it out into my face just to make sure that it actually goes everywhere. And don't forget your ears. Being protected from the sun is definitely a hot girl thing to do, in my opinion. Now the second thing that I do my eyebrows, because my fingers are all sticky. I don't want the product to mess up the foundation because it just goes weird. So yeah, starting out with my brows, I'm just going to use my little mirror. Firstly, I cover them. So I don't know about you, but I don't like to pluck my brows. I honestly just shave the middle because I'm too scared to do my brows, and also I don't trust anyone. But if anyone has some recommendations, I used to do my brows every single day, pluck them, and they were in like perfect shape, but I just can't stand to do it anymore. I just let them do their thing, and I don't like super feathered brows, so I always go back in and sort of push them down a little bit like that. So I push them down, and then I swoop them. This one looks a little bit weird though. Like, you know what they say, that brows are sisters, not twins? Like, I feel that on the daily. I think that's alright. I don't know, I feel like I can just never get them right. Because back in 2016, I used to do the whole brow thing. You know, fill them in, do everything, whole shebang. This is MCO Beauty Flawless Glow. But yeah, I used to do everything. I used to cut them with concealer. It was just crazy times. Crazy times indeed. And then I just use this. It's not a real beauty blender. It's just a sponge. I don't even remember where I got it from. But I do like the way that it still works. So it doesn't matter. I don't have the money to be spending on the original beauty blender. And to be honest, my daily beauty routine is not about hiding my acne or anything, because that is so much effort and I do not have enough willpower to cover everything. And I don't like touching my acne with my, this is the Tarte Shape Tape, the Radiant Edition. I just use my fingers because I don't want to contaminate the rest of it. I kind of just focus on my big acne, my big red spots, and the rest we'll deal with later. It's sort of like my underpainting before foundation. Now, I don't always do foundation. Sometimes I just do concealer like everywhere. But I've got the Fit Me foundation. And I use shade 110 because I'm wet. And it sort of just goes everywhere. I did have a period of time as well where I was a foundation hater. So I only used concealer and did not use foundation on the rest of my face. Which honestly, to be fair, it works. Like, you don't always need foundation. Especially on those days when you can't really be bothered. Because I can't always be bothered. And for me, that's enough foundation. Because honestly, covering these marks is so much effort that I really can't be bothered to do every day. Like, this is just my everyday makeup, so why would I do it any differently? But yeah, this is more of the Tarte Shape Tape Radiant. It's nice, I like it. I like it more as the Radiant version. I actually haven't tried the OG Shape Tape. I like to blend just the inner bit with my finger because I feel like it just gives a little bit more coverage. And I blend the edges with the sponge, and then I also just cut my eyes with the excess. I feel like we're looking pretty good. So, next step for me is bronzer, like contour. This is the Dewy Daring Bronzer by Australis. I do really like it. I'm gonna contour that chin. I feel like it blends out really nicely. Honestly, I only ever use like the Hoola Beauty bronzer by, what's it, Benefit, right? Yeah, the Hoola bronzer by Benefit. And recently I got this at Chemist Warehouse, and it's just become a part of my everyday routine. I feel like it just blends in so nicely. Because honestly, I can't stand spending so much money on cosmetics anymore. When I was younger and I was really into makeup and I wanted to be a makeup artist, I would spend like $70 or $80 on a eyeshadow palette, and I still have them. I still use them. Ugh, my slick back. It's my fringe. I've got a fringe. I just don't have the effort to be spending that much on a palette anymore. This one is Pixie Dream Girl. This shade's really pinky. I feel like the brush is like the best way to apply the blush. It just gives the most natural sort of vibe. So I feel like I like to keep my blush really high, but I kind of failed on this side by accident. And ever since I've been seeing like about like, oh, Sabrina Carpenter like boyfriend blush, it's come into my routine, because I used to be only like a right here blush girly, like sort of Asian beauty inspired, but now it's anyone's game. I'm just blush girly. And now that that's all my wet products, I go in, use the Tarte Shape Tape Stay Spray. That's a lot of S's. And just let that dry. So if you open your eyes at this step, don't. The other day I opened my eyes too early, and because I have really long lashes, it like stayed on my eyelashes, and I opened my eyes and it burns, baby, burns. I think that's okay. Okay, so this is the Perfect Pore Pact by Same Beauty. It's a Korean one, and I'm just going to be taking a puff and just going under my eyes. Oh my gosh, I didn't add any blush onto my nose. That's better. I'm not very good at being a super dewy girl because I get very oily throughout the day. So if I set it really well, then it'll become glowy. And that's so yeah, now is my Hoola bronzer by Benefit. I need my mirror. Oh, this fringe is becoming a travesty. I'm gonna have to re-slick it back, honestly. I just used like hair mask to like slick it down. I didn't use like a gel, and because of that, it will come off without that much resistance. But anyway, we digress. I'm just gonna blend out my eyelids and use my same bronzer with a brush, and I just put bronzer into my crease. Okay, perfect. Now I'm just gonna grab a small brush, just do it a little bit smaller. And I like to put a little bit under my eyes, just on the corners. I just got this new eyeliner because my other one ran out. It's Can Make, so it's Japanese, and so it's just a brown gel liner. And what I like to do is just a little flick and sort of blend it out with your finger. I feel like it's way easier to get like a liner with like a gel, especially when it's this thin. Like you just wind up the tiniest bit, tiniest little tiniest little bit, and it'll just make like the sharpest lines with just such minimal pressure. It's so good. I love my glitter, so every day I just like got this peri glitter, sorry, and pack some of that onto my lid. That is my everyday look. Glitter, glitter, glitter. Oh, so much fallout. I don't always go in with my fingers like that. Normally I use a brush, but I was feeling on the wild side, so you know, it's my fault. And then I use the Man Eater mascara in brown, and it's kind of running out, but to be fair, I feel like mascara that's like about to dry out works way better. Oh, there's so much glitter on my eye. It works better than like a fresh juiced up one. I don't know, there's just something about it that's just so, it coats your lashes nicer without them clumping up. And then normally I would use a highlighter, but let's go on walkabouts. She's gone. But this is my everyday sort of makeup, and it's usually some sort of variation of this. So if it's different, it's only slightly different. I never change it up completely unless I'm doing like a creative look, because I do love my colors. Ooh, wait, let me get the nice reflector. This is the final look. I literally grabbed this out because I didn't want to forget it. Where are you? Where'd you go? And for my lips, I don't always use lip liner, but I love the Rum and Juicy Lasting Tint in Bare Grape and the Tarte Marajusa Juicy Lip, and this one's in Rose. Yes, it's absolutely, I don't know how I'm always forgetting things. Like, I literally lose my head if it wasn't attached to my body. But yeah, that's the look. This is how the makeup look turned out in direct sunlight. So yeah, this is my everyday look, and I would love for you guys to comment your favorite emoji. Thanks for all the love and for watching today. See you in the next one.